Howdy folks, T-Biz here, and I want to do a vintage review. I haven't done that in, I guess, a good while, I suppose, I don't know. But I was trying to do some research on these, and I couldn't figure it out because I remember getting these toys, which are, I should tell you right now, it's the Laser Force vehicles and action figures from 1983, but I could have swore that I had some of these vehicles like way later than 1983, like at least maybe to the later mid 80s, you know, at least before the late 90s. It was more, I don't know. It's been so long ago, and a lot of brain cells are gone since then, so it's really hard to tell. But anyhow, this is from Gay Toys, obviously, and it was a real company, no jest, like, which means like Happy Toys or whatever. But yeah, it was Laser Force, and you could find these at Walmart, I believe, maybe even Kmart. But I specifically remember seeing these at Walmart. There was a specific aisle, not necessarily like the GI Joe, Star Wars aisle, and before you get to the game aisle or whatever. But it would be like, yeah, it would be an aisle where you'd get a lot of cool plastic vehicles and boats and stuff like that. And I think the sad thing about that era is these are cool. And I had one of these vehicles when I was younger. I think I might have had two. I think me and my cousin Miguel might have had one apiece, but I can't remember which I had. But I recently went on eBay. Well, this is not recently. This is probably what a year, like, oh, I think after my first year of being on Instagram, or before that, I went and bought these again. So I don't know why I said recently, but we're doing recent reviews. So yeah, anyways, but I went ahead and picked them up, the ones that I could find. And yeah, Gay Toys made a lot of cool plastic vehicles. But what I was trying to get around to is that sometime during the mid to late 80s, I think a lot of us became jaded as far as toys went, because they were coming out with, you know, cooler stuff here and there all the time. And but when you look back at it, some of these plastic vehicle toys like cars and boats and trucks and stuff like that were really cool vehicles. They're really cool toys, and they you can find them on eBay now and stuff like that. Not too expensive, sometimes up and down, but Gay Toys made some really great trucks, cars, boats, all kinds of stuff. I remember there's some cool speedboats that you can find. They had these, obviously, which are neat. But without any further ado, let's check these out and dip into this. And let's check out these vehicles individually. And first off, we're going to check out, and these were originally in a 2-pack, but I believe buying mine separate back in the day. You got the Jet, which is here, the Space Jet, and then the Landcraft. But we're going to check out the Landcraft first because it is pretty neat. I do need to glue down this label right here, this sticker. I really need to glue it down. Almost said something else. But anyways, yeah, really cool vehicle. It's really awesome. Very simple. You know, just snap together plastic with you got it like a metal's already rusted, but just a metal little pin bar or whatever with the wheels attached. And this thing has stood the test of time because it survived somebody else, and now it's surviving me. So it's a good deal. And it actually had a hitch too, so I guess you could. I don't think it came with anything because from the picture I'm about to post with this video, but I suppose you could probably hitch it to something like a GI Joe thing or something like that or whatever. But it was compatible with a lot of the figures. You could store stuff inside here, maybe another figure, maybe some doodads, some weapons, some candy, pennies, whatever you're trying to hide as a kid. You could pretty much stash it in there, you know. And there's a lot of cool little sculpting. And I believe this is the gold platinum version or something like that. But it looks, I don't know, it looks more, not very goldish. But it's got a nice, like, metallic sparkly sheen to it within the plastic, which is real glittery. But there's all kinds of cool little nifty designs sculpted in there. Like right here, all kinds of circuitry and stuff. And it's really neat vehicle. And about, it was a couple years ago, I was like, man, I need to find these again. And I finally found them, and, you know, got them pretty fast. I went on eBay and just look up Laser Force, you know, or Gay Toys, or maybe don't type in Gay Toys, but at least type in Laser Force. But yeah, but I don't remember mine coming with dudes, like characters and stuff. But there's more sculpting on the inside, more little circuitry and doodads. All kinds of neat stuff. So, I mean, this stuff goes great with your G.I. Joes and Star Wars and all kinds of stuff like that. But here are the figures. They're pretty much, we'll say this is Commander Larry and Sergeant Steve. We'll just say that. And yeah, these are some cool characters. really simple, really cheesy, but you know, nowadays it's cool. You can still throw them in there with your Star Wars set if you're doing a Star Wars diorama. And I believe it does say 1983, so I stand corrected. Because it was hard to read on the where the patent is on here. Actually, you might be able to find it on there, but no, it just says Gay Toys, blah blah blah. Michigan. Oh, okay. But yeah, pretty cool. They have like a little bit of a head bobble swivel thing. Not too much. But it's cool because I had 2 of these, and recently my buddy John Gaither sent me another one, so I have all the guys that I need for these, so it's pretty cool. And yeah, it's cool because you can just have your dude in here, have him drive the vehicle, and you could hide your other guy in here, or he could be in like a sick bay or something or whatever, you know. And it's just, I don't know, just a great vehicle. And you got these laser guns too that kind of, they can shoot outwards and more towards the center. So I guess they would blast, you know, kind of dead center into something, and then it could blast outward, like, you know, strafing or something or whatever. But yeah, really cool. Really cool. And yeah, I remember me and my cousin used to play with these, and yeah, you could totally throw Star Wars guys and G.I. Joe guys in there, and it worked perfectly, and it was fine. It was awesome. And yeah, I'm still tickled to have these. Even being as old as I am now, it's still cool to have these. Still awesome. Now let's check out the other vehicle that came with this, and it's a Laserjet. And I believe, can't remember which one of us had this because it's been so long ago, but you have your guy in there, and it's cool because you got a pilot seat and the co-pilot cockpit, which is cool. Got the same type of laser guns that go in and out on both sides. And then I always liked this gun right here, this swivel gun. I always thought this thing was cool. You do some really major league Top Gun type of action with this thing. Because this thing could just blast wherever. And as kids playing back in the day, we would come up with all kinds of excuses not to lose our battles with each other, especially me and my cousin. And another cool thing about this vehicle I like too is it had little skids on it, which is kind of neat. So you could use your imagination and make it, you know, cruise in the snow, cruise like be like a swamp skimmer or something or whatever, you know, or just anything. And it's been repaired a little bit here before, I guess by the person who had it before me. But yeah, once again, just pretty cool sculpting and all that. And just, yeah, it's really neat. See all the rivets in there. Decals cool. Just a sleek flying space jet machine. And once again, the cockpit opens up. You got your guy in there, which is just the same guy as all the other guys. 2 guys in the black. And I guess we'll call this Captain or whatever, or Pilot John. Yeah, we'll call him Pilot John, or Brian Johns. How about we call him that? Yeah, Brian Johns. But yeah, very cool. Got a little bit of gadgets in there. And then you can fit your co-pilot in here. And there you go. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And like I said, you could, you know, put G.I. Joe guys and Star Wars guys, do whatever. Because I don't remember having these guys with these when I had them. Because I think you could buy them separately without the guys. But yeah, these are awesome. Awesome. Good stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it for looking at the Gay Toys Laser Force. Really cool stuff. If you can find these on eBay, go for it, you know. And if you know of any other versions that they had out of these besides this, let me know, because that would be pretty cool, because I don't know everything, and it would be nice to know yeah, more about these, because the information's kind of limited. I've went and found some stuff on some sites, you know, but yeah, like on Rebel Scum and His Tank and some other archive or whatever. But anyhow,